After night falls, the neighborhood turns silent. No engines, no voices, just darkness settling over ordinary suburban streets. One homeowner, ACKC, kept a security camera trained on the front of her house. Like most people, she used it to watch for anything strange or threatening. But when a motion alert triggered late one night, what appeared in the feed was nothing ordinary. A pale, ghostly form glides slowly across the street, directly in front of her home. It drifts left in a way that doesn't feel human, more like floating than walking. Its entire body is semi-transparent, faded, almost washed out. This isn't a person caught on camera. The figure is unnaturally white and hazy, more apparition than flesh. No face, no details, no shadows matching the streetlights. According to ACKC, this was the only time the shape ever appeared on her surveillance. Still, if something like that walked across my street at night, I'd probably check every lock twice and watch the clip again in daylight. Simone stepped out into the evening for what should have been nothing more than a quiet walk. The path was still, the light bleeding away, nothing to suggest the night would turn against her. Pause the frame at just the right heartbeat, and there it waits, a dark silhouette pressed against the tree trunk, frozen like it's been watching for hours. Then, without warning, it slips free and melts into the shadows. Simone tried to convince herself it was nothing, a trick of the dusk, someone startled and hiding. But what truly clawed at her wasn't the glimpse. It was the feeling that crawled up her spine afterward. Even after she passed that tree, the air behind her thickened. Something was keeping pace, matching her breath for breath. On the walk home, she noticed, for the first time, an abandoned building she had somehow never registered before. That night, she went inside. As she crosses the threshold into darkness, watch the right edge of the doorway near the end of the clip. Something stirs, just beyond the frame, subtle, silent. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. Simone later confessed that was the moment the thought took root. What if the thing by the tree hadn't been chance? What if it had been following her the entire walk? A few nights later, she found herself passing the same forsaken building again, and this time, she heard it. A voice, soft, clear, exactly like her sister calling her name.
I don't know why the lights are on, but I'm going inside of this house. I just heard my sister's voice, and I'm sick of this, and I need to figure out what's going on so I can put a stop to it. This chair in the middle of the floor.
In the darkest corners of paranormal lore, entities that steal voices are among the most dangerous. They don't just appear, they mimic the people you love, to lure you closer. When Simone stepped back inside, she saw a single chair placed in the dead center of the room, as though someone had carefully positioned it while she was gone. Before she could speak another word, the figure returned. After that encounter, she tried to tell herself the haunting belonged only to that rotting house, not to her. But soon, the disturbances began to follow. Nighttime pounding on walls, footsteps pacing empty hallways, whispers she could never locate, and waves of cold dread that struck without reason, without warning. One afternoon, a friend came over after hearing the stories, and this is what they witnessed together.
Hey guys, it's Simone again.
You kidding me?
Yeah. So I'm here with my friend Lexi, and I thought that this was over, but it's still happening. Something from this entity is still trying to get to me, so...
I thought you were kidding.
No.
Like, this is horrible.
I'm not kidding.
I don't know how you've been living like this. This is literally, like... I've checked this door 5 times. There's no way anyone is in the backyard.
So, still going on, and I just wanted to come back and report to you guys that it's still impacting my life every day.
I'm so sorry.
Here's the part that keeps people awake. If the entity followed Simone home, then this is no longer about a cursed building. It's about attachment, a presence that has chosen a person rather than a place. Those who study this say attachments almost never leave willingly. And if that's what's happening here, simply walking away may never have been an option. Simone says she isn't finished searching, not until she knows exactly what has claimed her. Nate is still trying to understand what has taken root in his home. What began as small disturbances has steadily grown darker. He wakes with unexplained scratches on his skin. At night, he hears footsteps moving through the house, even though he lives alone. Now the activity no longer waits for darkness. It happens in daylight, and the most persistent clue is the sound of footsteps.
Guys, something was just walking down the stairs. I'm just sitting here having my coffee, watching the couple fights from last night that I missed. The dog is down here with me, of course. And I heard walking down the first set of stairs down to this landing. Nobody there. It sounded like it walked down this set to this landing, and then stopped at that landing. But when I looked up, of course there was nothing there. Oh, Christ. Please tell me you guys heard that. Sound like running up the stairs, running down the stairs. I don't know what it was, but it was one of them. What do you want? Guys, I'm telling you, until you experience something for yourself, there's no way to put into words that feeling inside of you, in your gut, like in your deep in your gut.
Something cold happens almost immediately. As the video begins, a faint voice whispers, "Hey." Moments later, Nate asks aloud, "What do you want?" And a voice answers, one word, "You." That alone was enough to disturb viewers. But many also noticed the atmosphere in Nate's house is almost always dim, lights low, rooms shadowed, heavy silence. There's a long-standing belief in paranormal circles that dark, cluttered spaces give negative entities room to grow stronger, more comfortable, more permanent. Lately, Nate has also begun hearing quick, light footsteps, followed by what sounds like children laughing. One morning while getting dressed, it happened again. Multiple footsteps racing through the house like children at play. He hurried downstairs to check. This is what he captured.
Okay. I was upstairs getting dressed. And heard what sounded like a child running. Or it sounded like a kid playing. Like running and laughing. And she's right there. What do you hear? What is it? Hey. Mama. Where is it? She's looking at that couch. Okay. Oh, I didn't hear anything. Oh, what the
Given everything that has already happened in this house, the whispers, the direct responses caught on camera, objects thrown, his dog's constant terror, many viewers no longer believe this is the spirit of a child. A far darker theory has taken hold. Whatever haunts Nate's home is imitating a child, stealing innocence, laughter, playfulness, not because it is innocent, but because it wants him to lower his guard. And if that's true, this may not be an ordinary haunting. It may be something much more sinister. But what do you think? A woman says something dark has taken hold inside her home. She lives there with her husband and her father-in-law. The strange events began quietly, easy to dismiss at first, but lately they've grown bolder, and they seem drawn to one room in particular, her father-in-law's bedroom. Doors shifting when no one is near, unexplained sounds echoing from inside, sudden, violent slams in the space where he keeps his most private belongings and memories. She began to record.
All right, guys, some crazy stuff's been happening in my house. I'm trying to catch it on camera. The door shut like 5 minutes ago. I opened it back up. I'm gonna see if it'll do it again. Here we go. Oh, shit. Oh my God, that was so crazy. I really didn't think it was gonna happen like that on cue. Jesus. Oh God. Why is my camera glitching out? Oh, that tends to happen when you get close to stuff, I guess. Okay, I just want to show you guys that no one's in here. No one's here but us. This is a closet. Let me try to turn the light on so you guys can see. Like, there's nothing in here, nobody in here. Like, what the f? Nobody under a bed. You can't see nothing. Ah! Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God. What the f? And guys, I know my father-in-law did not just shut that door. He's like 60 some years old, guys. Like, this stuff, and this is his bedroom, and he's scared to death. Like, he's been sleeping on the couch, and my brother's been sleeping in his bed. But this is crazy. What the fuck? I don't know.
What makes this haunting feel even colder is something viewers noticed in the room. The father-in-law lost his wife years ago, and he still keeps a framed photograph of them together beside his bed. Some who've watched believe this isn't malice at all. They think it might be the spirit of his late wife, reaching out, not to terrify him, but to remind him he isn't alone in that room. Others point out that fear can sometimes drive away spirits that mean no harm. They suggest speaking to it gently, acknowledging it, might bring calm. But not everyone is so sure. Experienced investigators warn that not every presence wearing a familiar face is what it appears to be. Some entities imitate loved ones to earn trust, and the sudden, forceful way that door moves, it doesn't feel gentle. It doesn't feel loving. It feels possessive. So if this isn't his wife, then something else may have claimed that room for reasons we don't yet understand. As always, the choice is yours. Two investigators returned to an abandoned house they had explored before. During their first visit, they discovered a strange wooden box concealed inside. Unsure what it contained, they brought it home and opened it on camera. Viewers reacted immediately. Many warned it resembled a Dybbuk box, an object tied to dark energies and tormented spirits. According to lore, a Dybbuk box can trap a malevolent entity capable of attachment or possession. Disturbed by the warnings, the investigator decided the safest course was to return the box to the exact place it had been found.
Make the new seal. Just do what they had here.
So,
Put it back. They had it in the middle. Okay.
oh, I know.
Oh, that looks pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Are you here with us? You back in the box.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say either. We're a bunch of
So
scrubs.
you didn't hear that?
That might have been something on the roof.
Okay. We command you to get back in the box.
Oh, dude, that's freaky.
That's the candle.
I know, it's like crackling right when you're asking questions.
Should I just use the spirit rocks? We need you to get back in the box.
Dude, did you fart?
No, I smell that too. That stinks.
Dude, that smells so bad. I know you farted.
No. Oh.
That smells pretty bad.
Hey. Get a little closer to this candle right here. This candle.
The candle smells good, but that smells like
God.
Oh, you didn't like that I said that?
Is that you that stinks?
As they stepped back into the abandoned house, the air felt thick, oppressive. At one point, a sudden rotting smell flooded the room. In paranormal work, an unexpected odor of decay is often seen as a sign, a signal that something unseen has drawn close. But that wasn't the only thing they captured that night.
Dude, that shit's on the ground now. It's on the ground.
What the dude? Dude is spinning, man. How did that thing
Dude.
go up there to down there and not like fall into pieces?
Dude, what the man?
I didn't know that thing even played music. Man, you
Do some crazy shit, dude.
yeah. Look, how did that thing even turn up? Like, straight up, bro. That's some. I ain't messing with you. Look, how did that thing even turn up? Like, yeah. Look, how did that thing even turn up? Like, yeah. Look, how did that thing even turn up?
In the shadows of the room, a dark shape seems to rise against the wall. The investigator doesn't react. He clearly never saw it live. But when the footage is enhanced, The outline looks unmistakably like a human silhouette standing motionless. No movement, no sound, just watching. Could this shadow be tied to the cursed object they returned? Or was it already waiting in the house? Whatever the truth, this moment has left viewers unsettled and added one more unanswered question to the world of real paranormal footage. Randy works as a 911 dispatcher, a job where every ring can mean the difference between someone living or dying. If you've ever pulled a graveyard shift in a building like that, you know the silence that falls when the calls finally stop. Empty corridors, low lights, just the hum of machines and your own breathing. But she wasn't alone. For weeks, she had felt something else inside the center. Phones ringing with no caller, drawers sliding open in the quiet, and in the deepest silence, her name whispered from nowhere. The most chilling detail, it all began the exact day her supervisor announced the dispatch center would be moving to a new building. Almost as if something inside had heard the news and refused to let them leave. Watch closely.
So I'm at work again. Polter's acting up as we're now referring to her. And maybe it's somebody. I don't know. Nobody should be here. There's literally no one here.
Places like this don't just store headsets and screens. They store fear, desperation, final words. Dispatchers are often the last human voice someone hears before everything ends. Many believe that kind of raw emotion doesn't simply fade away. In this case, it may have become something more. After she shared the footage online, the comments flooded in. Some urged her to try speaking to whatever was there. Others begged her never to acknowledge it, saying recognition only feeds it. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened next.
Y'all have been following my polter diaries here lately. So I'm pretty sure there's something standing in the doorway to the break room. Am I crazy, or is that somebody standing there? Do y'all see that?
The second she sees the movement, her body locks. Because this time, there is no doubt. Something is inside the building with her. Her supervisor eventually stepped in and promised she would no longer work alone. But the decision wasn't only about safety. It was about finding out whether the activity was real. One night she returned, this time with another person present, and what they captured only deepened the darkness.
Hey guys, this is just an update to let you all know that I'm okay. I'm back at work today, but I'm no longer working by myself. I have someone here with me. Everything's been fine so far. We haven't had anything today, so... And here we go. What was that? What? It came from the hallway. Oh my god. No. Oh my god.
The possibility that something waited in the attic shook them both. No one has ever been able to fully explain what truly lives in that dispatch center. There were no verified intruders, no clear answers, only the footage and the quiet fear that certain places remember every emergency, every last call, and sometimes they refuse to forget. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to Unsealed Files, Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more creepy content.